So I've been going to Playlist Live for years now. Even before I created content at all. I would go there just to hang out with friends who liked watching YouTube videos just like I did. And I've never had an experience like what happened to me last Saturday. Saturday night, I had a handful of friends in my hotel room when I received a knock on my door. And when I looked through the peephole, there was one man in a white Marriott t-shirt. There were two men dressed in black, holding a playlist pass and a playlist wristband. And then there was like 6 police officers all circling around them facing the door. And so I opened the door just enough for my head to peek out and I said, "Hi, I'm so sorry if we're being too loud. Everyone was just gonna leave soon." And the man in the Marriott shirt put his hand on the door right away and asked if there was a guy in my room. And the person he was asking for, I knew who that was, but he was not in my room, so I said no. And I went to turn to look, to double check, and as soon as I turned my head, they pushed open the door and then told me to get out into the hallway. As the man walked through, he told everyone to come out. So all of my friends, that was about 8 of us, all in the room, they all came into the hall, and the police officers told us to sit on the ground with our backs against the wall along the side of the hallway, where fans have been walking through all day, where people know where my room is. They know that that's my room. And now we're just like open to the public eye with police all over the place. And they walked through my room to make sure everyone was out, I assume. And when they came back out, they went down the line and asked everybody who knows of this kid that they were looking for. I'm a very anxious person, especially when it comes to being at events like this where fans knew what room was mine, and if they walked past or if they came up the elevator or anything, it would look like I was setting such a bad example. And that's all I was thinking about. After I'd already expressed that this is very embarrassing and why do we have to be in the hallway to be having these conversations, and the police officer looked down on me and he says, "How many followers do you have?" In that moment, I felt like, because I was anxious in expressing how upset I would be seeing someone notice me, now he's asking if that's legit. He's asking me if I even have fans. Him asking me that had nothing to do with the person they were looking for. And when you're asking someone their following count, it feels violating. Apparently, because of my reaction to his question, the police officer got very offended. And he decided to respond in the most inappropriate way. And thank God for phones, because my friend was sitting close to the end of the line and he was filming it.
Is that a personal question?
That is a personal question.
Alright. I'll be honest with you, I really don't give a I was just trying to be nice.
Carrying on from that, I asked the guy from the Marriott if we could go back inside already. So he turned away from me, and while I'm standing there, I look over at the police officer, and he turns to one of his buddies and starts talking about me to him, saying something about that girl being so disrespectful to him because all I asked was about her following, so it must be a big deal or something like that. So I take out my phone and I click on YouTube, I go to my page and I walk over to him and I said, "Would you like to see my following count? Apparently it's a big deal, you keep talking about it." And he goes, "No, you are being mean. You can go sit down." So I turn around and I sit on the ground, and finally the man from the Marriott went down the line, asked what floor each person was on, and he told them to leave. I took it to Instagram, and this was my Instagram story that night and the next morning. The only thing that made me the most upset was the possibility of my young viewers passing by and seeing such a bad situation that I was in, because it genuinely looked like we were in such bad trouble, like we did something so bad, and I would hate to have anyone that looks up to me have such a bad image of me. And it hurt my feelings so bad that the guy working at the Marriott, the Playlist Live people, and the police all did not understand that at all. And so that's why I wanted to film this video today, because you guys are the ones that built me up when I felt like I was nothing when my hair first fell out. You guys have made me so strong that I just want to be a good example to you. And you are not a number to me, and you will never be a number to me.